lot, and a big warm welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well. So today's video is the second part of the video the other day, which was a gift guide for her. So of course we've got the gift guide for him. So like the other one, I'm going to be doing all of the men in your life, be it boyfriend, brother, best friend, dad, granddad. We've got everybody covered in this. We're going to go through lots of different categories. So of course you can pick the categories that the people in your life will like best, and I'll give you lots of ideas and tips and tricks so that you can check out all these little bits and bobs, all of these ideas, and you can make sure that you get the people in your life the things that they truly want. So I hope this video helps make you a gifting pro, and let's get into it. Okay, so the first category that we're going to be talking about is clothing. So clothing is a very universal topic that of course you can there's endless possibilities when it comes to clothing, and especially men's clothing. I find it can sometimes be quite hard to buy for. Definitely the men in my life are very hard to buy for when it comes to clothes. So I thought that I would talk through a couple of websites that I like to buy clothing off, and a couple of brands that I think are really nice, and a couple of brands that the men in my life really enjoy. So I would definitely start with ASOS. Now ASOS is a great broad spectrum shopping place that has lots of different brands in. It has obviously its own brands, it has high-end brands, and it has lower brands, so of course it fits the whole budget spectrum. So it's definitely a little bit for everybody on there. Another great thing about ASOS is if you have a student discount, you will get student discount on ASOS. This is normally 10%, but sometimes that will go up to 15 and even 20%. And I believe currently they have about a 70% deal. So if any time's the time to check out ASOS, it is definitely now. So you can filter by lots of different things. You can filter by size, you can filter by shape, you can filter by colours and brands, so you can really narrow it down to the clothes that you definitely think that they will like. A couple of brands I definitely like, I think they're really nice, and that's definitely Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, you've got Farah, you've got French Connection, you know, you've got Hollister, Abercrombie and Fitch, the list goes on. They're of course more higher end, but you can get things from those ranges for about 20 quid in these sales, so definitely check those out. And like I said, there's also things on there from River Island, you've got Topman, you know, you've got New Look, you've got Boohoo Men, they're all on there as well. So literally ASOS has everything. Of course there are the individual websites, and you're more than welcome to check those out. Like I said in the previous video, it's sometimes worth shopping around to see if anyone has any discounts, any sales, so that you can get the best value on the items that you're buying. But I definitely like big sites like ASOS and things that have all of the different brands in them, because I just find it easier and you can do all your shopping in one. Another quick thing about ASOS is that they also have gifts for like home and body and lifestyle and living, so again you can filter those. They've got so many of those on sale, and they've got perfect things in there for like little stocking fillers, like little quirky gifts, so definitely make sure that you check out those sections of ASOS as well. Linking on to clothes, we also have the topic of shoes. Now shoes are, again, there's endless possibilities, and it very much depends on who you're buying for in terms of the style of the shoe that you are going for. So if you've got somebody that likes the gym, somebody that's more sporty, you know, places like JD have an amazing array of trainers and things like that. They've got sports shoes like running shoes, they've got, if somebody plays football, rugby, they've got boots and shoes like that to fit those sports and hobbies as well. But they've definitely got tailored shoes to sports and fitness with the extra added comfort. So I would definitely check out JD. They do have a wide range of trainers and things. I would definitely say that JD is great for the younger men in your life. I think that they've got a lot of styles and colours that would definitely suit those kind of age ranges. If we're looking at some more smarter shoes or maybe some older ranges, one of my favourite shops is Javelin. So Javelin, I'm not sure if this is a small brand or if they, you know, do operate in other places, but it is kind of like a little designer hub. So it's almost just like a Debenhams or something like that, you know, any of these big shops that have lots of little brands linked into them, they have a lot of nicer shoes in there from some more higher end brands. So you've got things like Tommy Hilfiger, they actually have some really nice trainers that kind of look a little bit smarter, more than sporty, so that's definitely an option. And of course you've got things like Timberland boots that do have kind of like the boot, the classic Timberland boot, and then they've got some smarter shoes as well, so it's definitely worth checking out those. But like I keep saying, definitely shop around in places like this, Debenhams, John Lewis, Javelin. You know, you're really going to want to look at all of these sites to see that what gives you the best deal. And a lot of these places at the minute have big discounts on these kind of things just in time for Christmas. So yeah, definitely check that out as well. Okay, I'm next going to talk about fragrance, so aftershave and things like that. This is of course a top one up there. I mean, I'm probably speaking for all the men out there. They don't really want the Lynx gift sets. They don't really want the £10 fragrances and aftershaves that you can sometimes get in the shops. Whilst it might be great because you can buy them more, they're just not going to get the use out of them because they don't smell too great. So I personally don't know a lot about fragrance. There are a lot of different fragrances out there. Like I recommended in the gift guides for her, it's definitely best to go into the bigger shops and have a smell of a couple of these different aftershaves. Even sometimes try and word it that you can bring the person that you're buying for with you and see what they kind of like. You can kind of gauge what they like whilst you're out there shopping with them. I always think that that's a really handy little trick to do, but there is a lot of different scents out there. You've got things like Giorgio Armani, you have got Paco Rabanne, you've got Tom Ford for him. There are honestly endless realms. So definitely fragrance is a great one for Christmas, because a lot of the time people will hold out for fragrances that they get at Christmas because they just don't buy them themselves, and then they'll last them for the rest of the year. So if you're really stuck, fragrances are a great addition to a Christmas present. So now I'm going to cover experiences again a little bit. I covered this in my previous video. So if you're really stuck on what to get somebody, an experience from Virgin Experiences is always great. They have a wide array of there, so you can really tailor it to the kind of person that you are buying for. So, you know, if they're really sporty, really outgoing, you have got things like you've got paintballing, you've got go-karting, you've got even jumping out of aeroplane experiences, or, you know, you've got things like dinner at the Shard, you know, you've got experiences like cocktail making. There are so many things on there, and worst case scenario, if they don't like it, they can exchange it to whatever they want. So I think that's really handy as well, because you've always got that security that they can always find something that they want on that site. So jewelry, so men's jewelry isn't really talked about as much as, of course, female jewelry isn't really bought as much at Christmas, but male jewelry is actually pretty popular. You know the people in your life best, but something's just like a simple gold chain or something like a simple statement ring, you know, they can really go a long way and they can really add that sentiment. Something that I really like is personalized like leather band bracelets. I think they're really nice, so you can get them on Not on the High Street and things like that. I'm going to put an example up on here. So it's a really nice smart leather band bracelet that you can get in a variety of different colors, and they usually have a kind of metal clasp, and that can have anything engraved into it. It can have initials, it can have dates, and I think that's really nice. That's a perfect gift for like boyfriends, dads, things like that. That's a really nice gift, and that kind of follows me on to the personalized gifts. So sites like Not on the High Street and Etsy, they have so many things on there that you can buy. They've got so many different things for different people. You know, a couple of the things that I like, if we're looking at, say, you're buying for your dad, if he's got a favorite song or something, you can get something like this, which is like the lyrics on the wall, and it's obviously got the sound waves of the song. I think this is really nice addition. My dad got one of these on his lounge wall of his first dance with my mum, and I think that's really nice. It's a really nice sentiment and things like that. So that is also a great idea. Then you can get things like hampers and things like that. So the reason why I'm linking hampers in with the personalized gifts is a lot of the hampers are on Not on the High Street. So Not on the High Street is known for personalised gifts and just making things, you know, really suit the person that you're buying for. So there are so many hampers on there. You can literally search hampers for dad, hampers for granddad, hampers for boyfriend, hampers for brother, you know, and it will come up with a lot of different things. Some great topics for hampers, especially for the men in your life, is maybe a combination of like food and drink. So something like a night in. So something like a night in package where you've got some beer, you've got some nuts, you've got some, I don't know, some like pork crackling, things like that. You know, you've got a whole little selection there. There are so many food hampers. I'm just going to pop up some of my favourites here from Not on the High Street whilst we're going on. There is, of course, things like wine boxes, things like that, or chocolate boxes. You know, there are so many things, so many hampers. It really is endless. If you are wanting to go down the route of hampers but can't see anything on, you know, these kind of websites ready-made that you like, you can of course make your own. I really like making my own hampers. I think it's a really nice thing to do. So places like B&M and The Range, they actually have everything that you need for a hamper. They have the actual wooden box itself, they have the hamper filling, and of course they've got bits and bobs in there to fill it. If you're really struggling on what to fill a hamper with, then check out Pinterest, because they have got endless ideas on there Honestly, they've got so many cool present ideas on there, so I just check out Pinterest regardless. So if they are into gaming, which a lot of men are nowadays, there are so many things that you can buy. You know, lower end, you can get 1 or 2 kind of games for the console that they've got. You could get them maybe a new controller, things like that, things from places like Game or online websites that aren't breaking the bank. If you do have a little bit more to spend, things like a gaming chair, they can be really a great present, because obviously they're going to get so much use out of it. Everyone wants to be comfy whilst they're sitting in front of a computer for hours on end. So definitely a gaming chair or a gaming monitor, things like that. You know, it just makes the whole gaming experience a lot better. And of course, if you have the money, there is the new PS5 which has just come out and everybody's talking about that. So if they really deserve it, then of course you can check out the PS5, or if they're more of an Xbox person, the latest Xbox. So looking more at kind of like technology kind of things, a couple of ideas that kind of sprung to mind was speakers. There are some really cool speakers that you can get that are like this, and they're like water speakers. So when they're like playing, they shine up different colours, and then obviously the water goes up in patterns. So I think that's a really cool thing to have in the bedroom, maybe for like the younger guy, so maybe like a younger brother or a boyfriend, something like that. It's a really cool gadget to have. Of course, you can go down the route of kind of like Fitbits, Samsung watches, Apple watches. They're of course a really great thing to buy, especially if they're into fitness. It's a great way to track workouts and things like that, and it's definitely a gift that they will get a lot of use out of because of all the features that it has on there. Another thing which might seem a little bit random, but is actually a really great thing to receive as a present, is an electric toothbrush. So there are a lot of electric toothbrushes out there at the minute. There's a lot of high spec ones at the minute that keep coming out. I can't believe how crazy electric toothbrushes are getting, but getting a really nice electric toothbrush, again, that will get so much use out of it. And you know, who doesn't want to have great teeth? So moving on kind of slightly from the Fitbit and that kind of thing, I'm going to talk quickly about fitness. So if they really enjoy fitness, you know, there are so many things that you can get for them. There's of course loads of supplements and things like that you can make a hamper out of. You know, a big box of protein powder, BCAAs, just any workout supplement. Definitely have a look online, see if they're into this kind of thing first. Or you can just go down the typical route of gym wear. Also link it to the shoes that I mentioned before. Gymshark is a great place to get gym wear, and they've got literally outfits for everybody on there. Everybody's heard of Gymshark. They've got really high quality, comfy clothes. There's also places like Gym King and things like that that you can also check out. Honestly, the realms of gym wear are endless, but I would definitely get somebody a little bundle of gym clothes, because a lot of people in the new year will start their fitness journey or kickstart it again, and having a fresh set of clothes is honestly one of the nicest things ever. Okay, so last but not least, we're going to quickly talk about body care and skincare. So body care and skincare, you might not think a lot of males use it, but actually they do. So again, depending on your price range is how much you can get. But I always mention Boots. They have an amazing 3 for 2 on at the minute with Christmas presents, and they've got so many different men's body care and skincare. They've got like L'Oreal Skin Experts on there. They've got amazing skincare sets from there, and they've got men's things from Fat Face. They've got Ted Baker, some really nice smelling things on Lynx. Of course, if somebody likes Lynx, they have got so many gift sets on there for Lynx, so of course you can get some of those as well for some little stocking fillers or just some lower budget things. But there are a lot of different skincare brands that really do work, and a lot of skincare brands that are really tailored towards male skin. Again, I'm going to link back to ASOS because they have got so many things on their skin and body section. So also check out there. If you're doing a big order, you might as well order a few little bits from there. But L'Oreal Skin Expert is a really great brand. I also love Bulldog. They have got a massive range of skincare for men, and also Kiehl's have a great variety, which is of course unisex, but you can tailor it to their skin type, or even just getting them into a basic kind of skincare regime. There are so many things, it really is endless. Okay, so that brings an end to this video. I'm going to link as many things as I can in the description bar below, so be sure to check out all of those. I'll link some specific products and also some websites that I mentioned today as well. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you found it helpful, today's video. I hope that it's given you some prompts, some ideas of what last minute gifts that you can find people, and I hope that you check out some of these sites that have the big deals on so that you can save yourself some money. So if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that, and leave me a comment below if you've got any future video ideas, if you've got any ideas for Christmas presents, or if you just want to say hey. Also, if you're new here and you haven't already, don't forget to click on that subscribe button and click on the little bell next to it, which will notify you whenever I upload, which currently I'm doing double uploads, so I'm uploading every Friday and Sunday at 7 PM UK time, so make sure that you are there. Thank you once again for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys!